I'll share a fun, quick one here with you. There was a minor league goaltender. His name was Brad Malahy. He was playing for the Raleigh Ice Caps in the East Coast Hockey League. There was a home game in Raleigh, and the way that old rink in Raleigh was there was kind of, it was on the state fairgrounds. The sun came into the rink as well. At times, they'd sometimes have to cover up the ice just to keep the sun from melting it, but you had to walk up a ramp where the Zamboni came down, and then to get to the locker room, you went around the corner and you went down a flight of stairs this way. You made a quick hard right angle and you went down another set of stairs. Brad Malahy gets pulled from a game and he's so frustrated he goes walking down towards the locker room, and as he gets to the top of the stairs, he swings his stick. It breaks the goalie's stick right in half. The thing helicopters down and right smack dab on the back of the head conks the owner of the hockey team and knocked him out. The very next morning, every single team in the East Coast, and Brad was a pretty good goaltender at that level, by the way. The very next morning, every team in the East Coast Hockey League got a fax that said Brad Malahy is available for movement. And so they traded Brad Malahy. So one idea is don't hit the owner in the head with a hockey stick. Our next St. Louis Amateur Hockey Hall of Fame inductee is Dan Pupillo, and he's our last one that goes in as a player. Represented the Italian national team in 81-82 as a dual citizen. He also got invited to the Blues camp in 82 and, of course, also played in the International Hockey League. But according to one of his line mates, they had an interesting experience with him because this line mate was sitting on the bench and was sitting and trying to talk to him. Okay, well, he would turn around and he'd look like this and he'd start talking to him, and he wouldn't get a response. They'd go out and they'd have a shift, and they'd come back to the bench, he'd look over, he'd start talking to him again, go out, have another shift. Couldn't figure out what was going on. All I can tell you is I don't know why he wants to, the line mate wants to remain anonymous. But apparently after about half the game, he finally looked over and said, "Hey, what the heck's going on? Are you ticked off? Are you mad?" He goes, "What are you talking about?" He had no idea that his line mate was deaf in his right ear. So he's playing the whole game thinking, holy smokes, this guy doesn't like me, and it turns out he just couldn't hear him. So I think it's a terrific thing that they put you on this side of the table. And but without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, our next St. Louis Amateur Hockey Hall of Fame inductee, Dan Pupillo.
I know who that was. Thank you. And thanks to you, Scotty. Let me start off here and see if I can get through this. I'd like to start by saying that I'm honored to be recognized tonight. Thank you so much to everyone who's made this event possible. Throughout my career, there have been so many people who have helped me to succeed in this sport. It began with my parents, Dan and Antoinette Pupillo, who carted me around and sacrificed any free time they had in order for me to excel. Without them, I would not be up here tonight. Also, my coaches. They always pushed me to be my best. Thank you to Marley Harper, who coached me at a young age and taught me the fundamentals of hockey. At the age of 15, I was coached by Lou Struckman and Dr. Milton Runco. Spent the next 4 years as a St. Louis Junior B Blazer. During these years, I learned the meaning of teamwork and made a lot of lifelong friends. Many of these friends are here tonight. These were some of the best years of my life. Thank you, Lou and Dr. Runco, for teaching us to work as a team and never give up. Thanks to Mr. Bill Selman, who brought Division I hockey to St. Louis. Because of Bill, many of us were given the opportunity to play at a Division I level. I remember how exciting it was to watch Rick Kennedy lead St. Louis University to many victories. Thank you for the memories and congratulations on your induction. Thanks to the Blues alumni players and their involvement with youth hockey. Because of your involvement, St. Louis has now become a place where young players are given an opportunity to pursue their dreams. I'd like to finish by thanking the Hall of Fame Committee for all the hard work. They've done an amazing job in putting this event together. Please recognize especially Scott Rupp, John Ferrara, Steve Yanetta, Craig Harrison, Pat Sorrentino, and Bruce Affleck. Hockey is a great sport, and this is a great event. Thank you all for sharing this night with me. I'm honored. Thank you.